Hello my friends, welcome to an exciting episode in our CorelDraw design series. In this video I'll be walking you through the process of creating a restaurant flyer like this, a social media flyer inside of CorelDraw. If you are new to this channel, you have not subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the post notification so you miss any video after this time around. Without having to waste time, let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is click on file and click on new, and I'm just going to impute the name here. Okay, so width and height is 5 by 5 inches, resolution 300, RGB please, every other thing stays the same. I'm using a CorelDraw 2024, so if you want to get that, the link is in the description of this video, so you can just download, and of course it's easy to install and get started. So the first thing, double click on this rectangle and I'm just going to fill it with the color white. So this is what you have now. Right click here to remove the outline, or come up here and click on none like this. Alright, great. Okay, having done that, I'm going to make a duplicate copy of the rectangle, and I'm just going to position this here, and I'm just going to give it a different color, maybe red. So I have this here, and I also have the white at the background, right? Good. So I also have this, and I have this. I can just extend it a bit to this part here. Okay, so going forward, I'm going to hold down Control while I click to make this red darker, right? So hold down Control and click on the black to make the red darker, just like this. This is what I want to achieve. Okay, so having done this, selecting this white, I'm going to hold down Control while I click on yellow just once, and as soon as I do that, you can see it's no longer white again, it's slightly yellowish, right? So I'm just going to go over to interactive fill, hold down the shift, and I'm going to drag from yellow to white, right? So I have white to yellow. That's the gradient I'm using, right? So let's go ahead and spice things up some more. Let's see, so with my rectangle, or yeah, create a rectangle like this, give it the red color. Okay, no, scratch that. Let me get rid of this. It's not time for this yet. Let's do it gradually. So the next thing you want to do is go over to your resource file and drag and drop this inside of CorelDraw. Of course, when you bring it in, it's going to be very big, so you need to reduce the size like this, and just so it can fit into what you want to use it for. So what you want to do at this point is, I'm going to drag this to the side, right? Let me click out, click again, and okay, let me just move this here. Click on it, right? Position this well here, and okay, so click on transparency and click on overlay, then click on this first one like this for uniform, right? So this is what you have. This is more likely what I will be using, but then I will tone it down. I'm going to duplicate it first, Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, set that one aside. I'm going to go over to my crop tool. This is, make sure you are selecting this one. Go over to your crop tool and start cropping like this. You can zoom in to make sure that your crop is perfect. Make sure you crop only the areas you want to see for that image, right? For like this one, now you can see I've selected all the areas I want. When I'm done, I'll just click enter, and the crop gets rid of the unnecessary areas I don't want. Still clicking on that image, this one, I'm just going to okay, set to overlay. You can see the before and after. So still clicking on this image, I'm going to go to transparency, and I'm going to increase the transparency. So I'm going to leave it around 70, 69. I think this is fair enough. So I'm going to bring this, but I'm not going to put it inside the red this time. I'm just going to change the blend mode. I'm going to put it inside the white, but I'm going to look at what will match that color, right? So most times you just need to experiment to get the actual kind of blend mode that you want to use. That's obviously what I'm doing now, right? So from what I've seen, all these blend modes are not staying on the white. So what do I do? Very simple. I'm going to settle with something like this. I'm just going to let me see normal. Okay, so normal is still the same thing. I'm just going to click on transparency and go to and increase it up like this. So increase it up like this, and this is what you have. So I'm going to bring this outside, right click on it when it's outside and click on power clip inside, and just adjust it manually and make it bigger. When you are done, just click finish or click outside like that. Okay, so having done this, I'll double click and click on this one. I need to tone it down a bit. I'll go and increase the transparency like this. When I'm done, click finish. Okay, I think it's toned down to the level that I want it to be now. So what I want to do is go to my source file and bring this image of this nice chef. So I'm going to make adjustment to the image by reducing it, but first I'm going to select it and use the crop to crop only the areas that I want to see, the areas I want to make visible, and click enter like this. Okay, and I'm just going to reduce it like this and bring it down like this. Okay, so there you have it. I'm just going to move this to the edge like this, and I'm going to move this down a bit. Okay, so I would find a way to solve that problem later on. Go over to your shape tool and just drag it up like this, and good. So I can now use my mouse to bring this down so it aligns to the bottom of the page. Okay, so good. So I'm just going to flip this and go over to my rectangle, create a few rectangles here like this, and hold down shift while you resize this to make a duplicate copy of it. And it might not be perfect. Bring this inside like this. Select the one outside and give it white. Select this one inside, give it a different color. Select the two of them, remove the outline. So this is what you have. Okay, great. So what you want to do now is I'm going to bring one of the food in my source file, which is this one, and I'm going to place it inside that rectangle on the inside. So I'm just going to make this smaller, just slightly. Right click, power clip inside, select the rectangle, double click and make it smaller just so it fits well like this. Okay, make it bigger a bit and click out. Okay, so select the two of them. Do that again. Draw and highlight with your selection tool, just like this. Select the two of them, Ctrl C, Ctrl V to make a duplicate copy like this. So what you want to do, double click on this, double click here or click edit. You can delete this one and go over to where you have your source file and bring in this one here like this. So basically we are still in the drag and drop ministry, so I'm just going to be dragging and dropping. So I'm going to place it inside. As you can see, it's ridiculously big, so I'm going to reduce the size like this, and I'm going to make sure I place it within the confinement of the rectangle, just like this. Okay, nicely done. And bring this in, put this inside well like this, and when you're done, click on finish like this, and you're good to go. Okay, select this and select both of them, make it slightly smaller, and we want to have it behind the chef, right? So what you want to do is okay, select the chef and click shift page up. Shift page up brings this up, and let me reduce this one. I'll reduce the size just a bit, and move it to the left just a bit. When you are at your desired location, okay, something is still off. Before I do that, let me just go and bring in this text that I typed before. I've taken out time to type this so we don't waste the whole day trying to design one thing, right? Time is precious, I understand that. So I'm just going to bring this here, nicely typed, and place it here. So for this one, I'm going to bring it down just slightly. For this one too, I'm just going to bring it down also just slightly, this way. Great. So what I'm going to do next is I want a portion of this to be at the back. So I'm going to draw and highlight, like I'm just draw a marquee around the two boxes to select them. You can group them, Ctrl G to group, and yeah, that's group. So when you group them, select the chef and shift page up to bring him up above those two things. So as it stands, I'll go over to my rectangle too. I'm going to draw a rectangle from this part here to this part here. You need to pay attention to this. Change the color to this red, remove the outline, right? This is what you have. Go over to your transparency tool, hold down shift and blend this out. And you want to do on the second part, but to do that you need to convert it to bitmap. So click on bitmap, convert to bitmap, and click OK like this. Go over to transparency tool again and do it for this other side the same way you did for the other one, and boom, this is what you have. And convert to bitmap again. So what you want to do is send this behind the text. So control page down till it gets behind the text like this, and you can extend it this way. Okay, nice and simple, just the way you like it. I'm going to move this slightly to this part here, and it's just going to be this way. Okay, so a couple of adjustments, shifting here and there to make sure that I have a balanced image. Increase this, reduce this, and one other thing I would like to adjust again is the picture of the chef himself. So what you can do is select first, make sure you're selecting first, and go over to effects, go over to adjust. Most times if you click on auto adjust, it just makes the picture worse. So I'll just go ahead and close this and click on Ctrl Z. Most times your image can just be okay and find the way it is, because you might want to print it and you don't just make things worse for yourself, right? So as it is, this is how I created this amazing flyer inside of CorelDraw. Now watch out for my next video, which is directly up here like this, and I'll see you there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you.